I'm not picking sides. I got money, money, money on my mind. I'm not gonna sit here waste your time. No more, no more. I'm not picking sides. I got money, money, money on my mind. Money, money, money on my mind.
Money, money, money. I'm not picking sides. Money, money, money on my mind. I'm not gonna sit here waste your time. I'm not picking sides. Money, money, money on my mind. I'm not gonna sit here waste your time.
Octagon is back to rock Stuttgart once again. A blockbuster title fight for the vacant featherweight belt. On home soil, the #1 featherweight contender and world number 61 Nico Samsonidze looks to join the ranks of Octagon Kings. A versatile fighter who's finished 11 of his 12 wins inside the distance. And he's looking for the biggest victory of his career against MACHAEV. At just 26 years old, this Austrian super talent destroys everything in his path. With his relentless pressure, he plans to take out Samsonidze and to become the first ever Austrian Octagon champion. A clash of MMA princesses. Undefeated Alina Dalaslan, Germany's biggest rising star, faces off against the Polish prospect and multiple-time champion of 2 amateur organizations, Karolina Sobek. 2-time title challenger and world number 69 Lazar Todev begins another march towards a championship fight. After Barboza, he now takes on another UFC veteran, the feared finisher, Josh Parisian. A battle for position in the light heavyweight rankings. Undefeated UAE Warriors champion Emilio Kisua has crushed all 7 of his opponents. Standing in his way is Yorick Montagnac, with wins over former champion Langer and current title contender Skvor, who he finished in just 38 seconds. Germany's top light heavyweight and division #1 Popek is already number 52 in the world rankings. Just 4 days before the event, he accepted a fight with Samuel Chavarria. The Honduran prospect is riding a 7-fight win streak and remains unbeaten. Will Popek be the first man to take him down? Also on the card, lightweight executioner, the Albanian eagle Ariane Topalai. With 7 first-round wins, takes on the seasoned champion of 2 Mexican organizations, Marco La Roca El Pidillo, a veteran of 37 MMA fights. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 83, Samsonidze versus MACHAEV. Buy the pay-per-view wherever you are and enjoy the entire event from the front row on octagon.tv.
Hello everyone, just 1 day to go to Octagon 83 here in Stuttgart, Martin Schleierhalle. Welcome everyone on the press conference. We will do the first part, 20 minutes questions for fighters here, and then we'll switch for the main card and do the Staredowns. So feel free to ask the first question.
First question, oder erste Frage besser gesagt, an Katharina Lehner.
The first question for Katharina Lehner. Welcome back in Germany. You're back home, but in a different situation. In Köln, you were an underdog. But does it feel different right now? Because back then it was definitely Alina who was the favorite one. And what do you think about this? It actually feels the same. I am super excited. I was really, really happy when I got the offer to fight against Lucy. I actually was supposed to fight against her twice already. And now I think that this is much better matchup. So I was immediately in when I got this offer. So it took a while before this matchup worked out. Is that like this? Well, I think that we did get better. Both of us improved. We are both all-rounders. We also like to strike, both of us, and I think it's going to be a really fun match to watch. So I think that this question is going to be more for the promoters, but possibly when we speak about Lucia Sabova, a title fight, is that something for you? Well, a contender, I think it's really difficult to make weight, because for the title fight there is even more pressure, but definitely the one that wins is the next contender.
Next title contender here in Stuttgart, we have Alina Dalaslan fighting Karolina Sobek. We have these 2 ladies with Lucia Pudilova and Katharina Lehner. Or do you have other plans with Lucia Shabova and her opponent fell apart a few days ago?
We were scheduled a fight with Lucia Sabova and her opponent. So she will fight in 57, next one. But I still thinking that any one of these girls can fight her in a title fight next time. So somewhere before summer or in the summer. So we will see.
Okay, dann Frage an Lucy.
Okay, so question for Lucy. You have been injured, you were on a break for a long time, so how does it feel being back, and how do you think you're going to beat Katarina? The injury was really difficult, it took a long time, and I'm really happy to be back again. Now, regarding the Instagram thing that was happening, my reaction was that someone from the media spoke about canceling this fight and putting me somewhere else, which I think is complete bullshit. I do respect Katarina. She said that we actually started around the same time. I think that Katarina has a lot to offer. I also have a lot to offer, and I'm really happy that we have the chance to fight against each other. Okay, thank you. Then my question for Brian.
How are the first impressions of this new organization for you? You fought on the local scene in Ireland, coming with a 5-0 and a lot of confidence. How are you going into the fight with Daniel Schwind tomorrow?
Yeah, I feel great. I was saying that today. Be some tag camping, fight to the death, and I mean that. I'm ready to die to beat this man. You know, I don't know, is he? I know with his record and stuff, he rolled over quite a few times. 4 times got TKO'd. I've never rolled over. I got caught in a few things alright with submissions, but the lack of jits. That was years ago. I'm a different animal now, so I'm ready to take his head off.
When Daniel fights, it's always sometimes chaos inside the cage. How, do you thrive under that chaos, or what is your recipe to
thrive on the
come
chaos?
again?
Yeah, but see, like when he gets back in the corner, he swings wild, and against me, that's bad news for you, you know. And if he wants to pressure me, I'm going to ping him on the way in. So yeah, I'm going to smash him to pieces.
Ja, Daniel hat gesagt, wird dich in Teile zerlegen. Jemand mit so viel Selbstvertrauen, wie tritt man
And his
den?
coach too, saying I'm nervous and shit. If his coach is in here, I'll fight him after.
Okay, das müssen die Veranstalter denn ausmachen, den Kampf. Aber Daniel,
So we will see what happens as the next step.
But these boys are personalities with wet paper bags. You know what I mean? And when there's a low man in here, he's nervous. You know? So yeah, fuck him.
Daniel, trotzdem die Frage an dich, wie...
So anyway, a question for Daniel. How can you face someone who is so self-confident? He has such confidence. How do you have, what sort of game plan do you have for this? I think it was clear that it was going to happen like this, that he will make this show, and that is completely okay. He can do that. It should be fun, but I'm just not that type. I'm thinking there is just one question. I think he thinks he's the better fighter out of us, and I think that I am the better one.
I know I'm the better fighter. You will finish 4 times, roll over TKO'd. Schwinny is chinny.
We're gonna find out tomorrow night.
We will find out. We will find out.
For sure.
Look, all respect to you. You come and you go, but you swing in this and that. But I'm too technical for that, bro. I'm too smart for that. Like, I'm going to break you down systematically, and you're going to roll over.
Julian Maske, ich würde da direkt auch bei Daniel, bei dir.
So I will go back to Daniel. You actually said something to each other during the face-off. What was it? He said something. What would happen? What do you think will happen tomorrow? What was it that you said to each other? I think that it was really nice that he tried to speak German, which he apparently learned just a few minutes before that. But I think that the reaction from my side, I didn't really understand. I just understood the word fight, so I couldn't really react. In English, I would have understood.
Can I ask you a question as someone translator? Did I speak it well, though? Did I speak? No?
No, I didn't understand. I thought you was talking like old Irish language. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is he saying? You know, that's why.
But you know what I meant. You know what I meant.
Yeah.
Frage an Harun Kurz.
A question for Harun Kurz. This is your second fight here, here in Germany. What do you expect here in Stuttgart from the community? I have to say that many people will be there. I got a lot of support. I got a lot of messages from people who are coming here, who are arriving from other towns and cities. So I think that it will be a lot of fun. So we're speaking about this taekwondo against karate. So you both have different styles.
I have a green belt
You
in taekwondo.
have a similar fighting style. I also
Gleichen wir sich da mehr oder weniger aus oder was können wir morgen auf der
What can we expect in the cage tomorrow?
Die Kicks werde ich auf jeden Fall lassen. Also ich glaube,
I think that the kicks will be there. Definitely we'll see some nice kicks.
ich bin im Endeffekt ein ganz normaler MMA.
In the end, I'm an MMA fighter. I'm an all-rounder. I can do everything, and I will show you tomorrow. But I will also show you that I can kick much better than him.
He said he brings kicks. What about you?
Obviously, I disagree. I think I definitely kick better than him. I don't think his kicks are bad. Like I think his kicks are nice. Like he's got nice round kicks and stuff. Puts him in the end of his punches, combinations well. But you know, do you know what? I respect Kurt. You know, like he's been respectful. He made weight. That's a big thing for me. Like you made weight. I respect that. But you know, I think he's suspect in a lot of areas as well. You know, like I think I'm going to dominate him in a lot of these areas where like he might be focusing on the kicking. Like he might get caught with a kick. But, like, he might get caught for a lot of other things as well. So, you know, don't rest on your morals with that kicking game stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's not a taekwondo match at the end of the day. I think he understands that, but, you know, just a bit of advice for him. Help him out.
Dann letzte Frage von mir an Ahmad Halimson.
The last question for Ahmad Halimson.
Wie wichtig ist der Kampf, um jetzt auch mal, sag ich mal, bei OKTAGON jetzt richtig rein?
How important is it for you to be back here in the cage of OKTAGON? How important is it for you now? In the first fight, I think it was 3 rounds, and I actually found out that it wasn't anything for me. So I hope that Andre will give me the bonus, and then thanks to that, I could give it to Jan Malach. I could give him the money, and then he could go to Turkey, and he could get such nice hair as I do.
That was a funny one. That was a funny one. I don't need new hair. I'm happy as I am. And
brother, but I think you look better with same hair.
yeah, I do too. But you know, you can deny aging. It's natural. Yeah, I don't got a problem with it.
Also a good idea.
Yeah. But for the first part, as you said, I feel good in practice in late rounds. So I'm gonna take you to late rounds and finish you in the 3rd round.
Brother, one thing, I'm ready. We can do it first round. We can do it in second round. We can do it 3rd round.
I thought that you said you don't have a cardio for that. So.
Who said? I didn't say you don't have cardio. I said
No, you don't have a cardio.
Brother, my first 5, everybody see I'm a guy for 3 rounds, for 4 rounds. Let's go. I'm open for everything.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think I wouldn't let it to go for 3 rounds. I want to finish fast because my seat is far away from here, brother. I want to go to my family.
Me too.
Let's go.
I'm going to start my first question to the promoters. Obviously, Stuttgart is the main thing while we're here, but I wanted to ask about the card coming up in Hamburg. Christian Eckley, many fans thought he would take on an easier opponent, shall we say, but he's taking on a tough guy. What did you think of him choosing to take on a tougher opponent?
Yeah, he's got a brave heart. Definitely, like Kohod is another in a row, which is maybe somebody will not say that he's that hard opponent, but he definitely is. In Czech Republic, he's a legend. He's like, I don't know, 60, 70 fights in K1 and Thai boxing. He won many titles. He was European champion. He beat a lot of legendary fighters and fought with a lot of fighters from K1 Glory. Then he turned to the MMA fighter, and now he's got over 20 fights. So for Christian, it's one of the worst pick in terms of styles also. So unbelievable. Even me, when we were talking about it, I was like, yeah, really? You think so? But that's what makes fighters unforgettable, you know? If they're always aiming for tough fights if they are not picking. So Christian is like that, and even if it's not gonna be easy for him, maybe he needs that challenge to put even more into the training for the camp. He needs to change something probably, because in last two fights I believe we saw already in his walkout that the fire was not there, maybe not that much like before. So he knows better than me what he needs, and tough opponent, it's probably one of those things what will motivate him more.
I'm going to go to you, Brian. A certain Irishman is a double champion in this promotion. Did that at all help you see OKTAGON and encourage your decision to sign with OKTAGON?
100% inspire me. Will Flory over there, but like he did what I'm trying to do, you know. So as a fellow Irishman, he'll give me all the advice and the ins and outs and how to do that, and I just gotta do it. I suppose that's my plan. I can go to welterweight, light heavyweight, maybe bounce around, get a couple of belts. So I plan to be here for a good while and take over the game and take over. That's my plan here.
I've seen you're loving the idea and you're relishing in it of being the bad guy. Obviously, this is Daniel's hometown, so
the Joker, Mike Myers, fucking Saw, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the list goes on. Do you know? That's my plan. And I like all these middleweights, even the Jockos, I'd fight him right here, right now, bro, for fuck's sake. Right? So my plan is to take over the middleweight division. That's my plan.
I'm going to go to you, Dustin. Similar question before, but a certain Kazakh fighter is a champion in the promotion. So did that inspire you at all in coming in here to OKTAGON?
Hello, Stuttgart. Thank you, OKTAGON. I want to start. I am from Kazakhstan. We give and we have a tradition of shashu. When we go to visit, we give gifts, present. Here, this is national chocolate.
Oh, boys. Well done, bye. Well done.
Thank you. Take it with coffee, tea, beautiful. У меня в зале тренируется чемпион OKTAGON. Это Жалгаш Шумагулов. Он был, чтобы я сюда попал, помог мне сюда попасть. Я тренируюсь сейчас с ним. Есть бывший UFC боец Сергей Морозов и сейчас UFC боец Идрис Алиби. Вот они все мне помогали, готовили. И настал момент, я вышел из Казахстана, там все доказал, выиграл пояс, защитил. Теперь у меня новая история начинается. Я буду охотиться за поясом OKTAGON.
I was trained with the champion of OKTAGON, Zhalgar Zhumagulov. Also, he helped me to be here. Very respect to him. And also in my gym, train the former UFC fighter as Sergey Morozov. Also current UFC fighters, Alibi Idris. This guy helped me a lot with the preparing. And I just opened a new chapter in my life, in my career. I did everything in Kazakhstan. I defeated the belt twice over there, and I'm ready to be here, and I wanna make a history in my career now.
My final question to Yamalak, you get to come in here after a bit of a layoff, but you get to play the bad guy. So how excited are you to just get back in the cage and relish in the booze?
I get to be a bad guy here. He started with trash talking, so I'm gonna have to just continue. I feel like when it comes to opponent Ahmed, I got neutral feelings towards him, but on the other hand, I feel very motivated to win. So it's like the situation. I want to finish him, I want to beat him, but it's not against him. So I'm not trying to be a bad guy here. I'm just trying to put on a good performance. As I trained for, and he's just a target.
Kiro von Cage Ropes Frage an Brian. Question for Brian. Brian,
Question for Brian.
You look like real confident in this fight. Do you feel any pressure because you're 5-0, like about your own, maybe put on the line and lose it here in Stuttgart in his backyard?
No pressure, man. No pressure. As I said before, recent interviews I've dealt with these kind of things. Now it's a big step up, obviously going to 15,000, but I think I'll get better. Like the more pressure, the better I get. And I've done it now, and I went to plenty of backyards up to their turf and beat them handy. So, no, I don't feel pressure. Do you know, like the bigger the stage, the better I think I'll get. It suits me more, you know. So, yeah.
Thank you. Jetzt Frage an Daniel. Du siehst ja dein Gegner sehr, sehr motiviert.
Question for Daniel. We can see that your opponent is very motivated. He's 5-0. Does it interest you to take away his 0 in his record? And is it interesting fighting here in Stuttgart because you are from here? I don't really care about his O. That's not interesting to me at all. His record is whatever. I just see him, the fighter, and I see somebody that I can beat. And I know that I can beat him in a dominant way, and that will allow me to give a great show, just like I always do. So tomorrow I'll go 100%. I'll be motivated and proud. Question for Harun Kurt and for Nathan Haywood. Both of you are strikers. Do you think that tomorrow it will be a decision fight, or will there be a finish? Whoever wants to begin can.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a finish. Like every single one of my fights so far, there's been a finish. Like even if it's me getting finished, you know what I mean? Like there's been someone getting finished. So I've never seen a decision, you know what I mean? Like, to be honest, they may as well send the judges for a coffee break, like, for the first fight. Like, I reckon, like, I'm looking to set it away. Like, if we start in the first round and we're not touching each other, I think we'll end up in a fight in the second round, and that's just how it is, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to stand on the outside and just, like, have nothing happen. Like, I'm not a bottle job, mate. Like, if we're going to, like, I'm not letting this win get taken off us because I was, like, lazy. And somebody thinks, oh, I nipped that round. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a fight, in my opinion.
Okay. Also, ich frage mich wirklich, welche Lücken der von mir gesehen hat.
So, I was asking myself what loopholes my skills could have, because his game plan has so many weak spots that me and my team have uncovered. As far as wrestling, I think I showed my skills there in my previous fight, and I will show you that I can also grapple. I have answers to what he can bring. I can react to it. He's 4-2, I'm 5-0. That's not that different. I haven't lost. He's been finished, so I don't know what it's gonna look like tomorrow.
Do you think though, like honestly, do you think I wouldn't beat the guys that you've beat so far? Like honestly, if you look at it, would you not say I would beat all of them guys that you've beat? So if we'd had the same career, I would also be 5-0.
Also, ich denke mal, ich habe schon.
Well, I think that I've already had a really strong fighter against me, strong fighters. In striking, Judoka, he's really experienced, so I think definitely there were some strong ones.
Vor allem als Underdog, ne? Ich war in Brünn.
Especially in Brno, I don't know if you've seen that fight.
Yeah, mate. Your last fight? Oh, come on, guys, I've watched it about once.
Harun, ich würde gleich bei dir bleiben. Diesmal hast du dein Vorbereitungscamp im Spitfighter gemacht.
Harun, you prepped in Berlin at Spitfire Gym. Why? Why did you train there? I feel like home at there. I feel like at home there. I have a lot of friends there.
Haben mir sehr viel bei meiner Vorbereitung geholfen, viele in meiner Gewichtsklasse.
The other guys that are at the gym are great. It helped me prep well. A lot of other guys from my divisions were there, so the camp was better than I expected, and I'm ready for tomorrow. We also worked on the game plan a lot, and I'll show you what we got tomorrow.
Danke, das war's von meiner Seite.
Kann ich? Ja? Okay.
Ich habe auch eine Frage an Harun.
Question for Harun.
Fußballtrikot am Sitzen. Was hat das für eine Bedeutung?
You're sitting here in a football jersey. Is there any meaning to that? Are you a fan of a particular club? This is my hometown, Krefeld. And I'm here to represent. I'm here to represent my hometown, so that's why. Hi. Hi to everybody in Krefeld. I'll give you the 6-0. Another question.
Du sagst jetzt gerade 6-0. Du hast ja die letzten 3 Kämpfe deiner.
You said 6-0.
Jetzt stehst du hier bei OKTAGON, kämpfst deinen zweiten Kampf.
Your last 3 fights in amateurs were lost. What's your mindset going into this fight in OKTAGON? How do you think you could start your pro career after that here in OKTAGON? Well, when I started my pro career, I swore to myself that I would never lose. I would never lose the way I did in amateurs. So I worked on myself a lot. And I've been working on myself a lot, so that's why I've got this record now. I'm on a winning streak, anyhow.
Just one for Wanderlei. You said to me before that that you're finally fighting at your own weight class now. This is your first fight with OKTAGON at bantamweight. So how did that feel? Did it feel weird cutting a bit more weight for this fight now?
No, I know it's a tough way to cut so much weight, but I feel more confident on this division. I know. I already watched my opponent fight in Kazakhstan. I already fought there, and I know what I have to do from years ago because I work hard for that. I worked hard for that. I already looked to him, and I know what I have to do. And I don't bring chocolate for anyone, but I will let my gift for you inside the cage.
Meine letzte Frage an Katharina. Es wird schon angesprochen über die
Question for Katarina. We've talked about the title shot and stuff around it. Are you only focused on tomorrow's fight, or are you looking ahead at the title shot as well? I'm solely focused on what's coming tomorrow, and if tomorrow goes the way I want it to, then I will have a chance to think about other stuff.
Okay, thank you. So that was the first part of the press conference. Now we'll just change for the main card, and we'll come back in 2-3 minutes. So thank you, guys.
World champions and their emotional stories. An electric atmosphere. An unforgettable experience. OKTAGON MMA.
Welcome back on the second half of the press conference. Main card is here, so first question.
Yeah, I'm going to start with you, Josh. First of all, welcome to OKTAGON. And, you know, many fighters, when they sign for a promotion, they take maybe an easier fight, shall we say, to, you know, get their foot in the door. But you're taking on one of the top contenders. So was that important to you to take on one of the top guys in the division?
He's taking on the top guy. This is an easier fight for me. I fought top of the world. I was 31st. I was ranked 31st in the world. I'm ready to go for the belt immediately after this.
And your daughter might not like his nickname, but Will Fleury is the champion of this promotion. So what do you think of, obviously not looking past Lazar, but a potential matchup with him?
I think he's tough. Personally, I think he's a really nice guy. I talked to him while I was here. But, you know, I'm getting to the age where I won't be doing this much longer, and the fights that I want to take tough fights. I want to have fights that I can look back on and make my kids watch 1,000,000 times and be proud of. So that is a fight that I want.
Just going to you, Jesus. Another pullout from Frederick Voskarina. Was that frustrating for you? You know, you've looked at this guy for 6 months now, potentially fighting, or are you just glad to have a fight and taking on one of the top guys in the division still?
Ok, estamos listos para lo que se venga, ¿verdad? Ya sea grappler, striking, estoy listo para lo que se venga. Con el campeón de la división ya le tenemos un nombre a Boxgrown, ¿verdad? Ya le tenemos un nombrecito ahí y después de la pelea se lo vamos a decir, porque en verdad, para todos los fans de Boxgrown es inaceptable. 2 veces la decaída la pelea, diablo, eso no puede pasar, ¿cierto? En niveles en los que estamos, profesionales, eso no debe pasar. Literal, es un marica.
So for any opponent who is coming, no matter who is, we are always ready, no matter how good he is in grappling or whatever. And well, I find very disrespectful that Vosgren already canceled 2 times. Yeah, it's very disrespectful, his behavior. And we have already a nickname for him. You know it.
I'm going to go to you, Marco. Just you wanted to have a bit of a longer time out, but what about this matchup with Aryan made you want to get in the cage even sooner?
Sí, en realidad yo soy un peleador activo, me gusta ser siempre un peleador activo, nunca me gusta estar en la banca de espera, siempre busco lo mejor de lo mejor en la categoría y estoy listo y dispuesto para conquistar la categoría, ya sea lightweight, welterweight, estoy ready, al estilo mexicano siempre mexicano está listo y dispuesto para la ocasión.
So I like to be an active fighter. I like to bring the Mexican style this time, and I'm ready to fight in the welter or light category. I'm just ready, and I can't wait for the fight.
My next question on Karolina Sobek. You're in a position where all eyes are on Alina, but you can steal the show in the co-main event. So how excited are you for that opportunity?
Tak, bardzo się cieszę, że mogę być na oktagonie i że walczę z kimś takim jak Alina, bo jak wiemy tutaj w Niemczech ona jest bardzo popularna. Także uważam, że to jest bardzo fajna okazja do tego, żeby pokazać się szerszej publiczności, tym bardziej, że jak wiemy, oktagon wchodzi na nowe rynki, pojawia się też u nas niedługo pierwsza gala w Polsce, także bardzo się cieszę, że pierwszą walkę mogę stoczyć z kimś tak dużym, jeżeli chodzi o popularność jak Alina, a później będę mogła kontynuować, przejąć ten cały blask i kontynuować swoją karierę w Polsce w oktagonie.
Yes, you are completely right. I realize that Alina is just a star in Germany. She's really shining star. And I'm really glad I will have an occasion to fight with her. I realize that Octagon is coming to Poland. So for me, it's a great occasion to just to show up. And I'm really glad and I'm really ready to be engaged with her. Thank you.
Ich gehe mal zu dir, Nico. Natürlich komplett focused.
A question for Nico. How important is it for you to get this title and bring it to Berlin? Well, exactly as anyone would expect, I am focusing on tomorrow, but I do want to get the belt and bring it home, bring it to Berlin. So that's an extra piece of motivation. I will also ask Nico, you were really seriously injured and you had some losses behind you, so how hungry are you for the win tomorrow? Well, everyone says that all good things come in threes, so I am more mature, I am more experienced, and it's the time to shine for me tomorrow. Alina, after the last victory against Katarina, there was some hate wave. The first hate wave that we've seen with you. How does it feel? How did you find it?
Ich habe mich eigentlich davon nicht so krass beeindrucken.
I actually didn't feel that it affected me all that much. I didn't really understand this hate wave. From my perspective and from my team or the majority of people who love MMA or who know MMA, maybe it wasn't such a clear victory. It still was a decision and I was really not so super happy with my performance. I wasn't super happy about it, but I think that it was still clear enough. I wasn't as confident as I normally am, but now I am top fit. I had a great preparation, not as last time, so I am going to use my full potential and I will never let anyone doubt my victory. About 2 years ago, you worked here as a security guard here at Octagon and now you have the co-main event. How does it feel, this amazing history? Well, this is quite the change. I am also not such a long time a professional fighter, but I'm super excited for this. I haven't been doing MMA for more than 3 years. I did something before, like kickbox, but after 10 months, having my 10th fifth professional fight and the opportunity to bring this victory home here in Stuttgart, I think that it has been a crazy year for me. So I, of course, want to bring this to 2026. A question for Lazar Todev. Your opponent just said that for him this is an easier matchup than for you. Do you agree?
So gesagt, also ich mache seinen Fehler nicht. Ich unterstütze keiner.
I do not underestimate. I don't like these things. He is an experienced and serious fighter, and that's why I prepared for this. I am really well prepared. I am more motivated than ever before. So you will see the difference tomorrow. And my last question for Alexander Popek. You have had this short notice fight. I think that this is really impressive for the fans. We've seen this reaction. It's been very positive. So how do you feel before this fight? Well, thank you so much to all of my fans. Tomorrow I will fight. They told me about this on Monday night, so of course it is short notice. What can I say? And the last question for the promoters, the title fight at MACHAEV versus SAMSONIDSE. It does sound like a high-level fight. Do you think it could be one of the best fights?
Because we're trying to be better every tournament, so our fighters are also still better and better. And Mago is well known in Czech Republic. He fought there like 5 times, maybe. Yeah, something like this. And he fought also with one of the best guys in stand-up in Czech Republic, and a lot of people like cheering for him, but also for Nico, because his story and everything he went through is unbelievable. So it's unbelievable fight. And Nico could be the first German champion, and Mago could be your Austrian now.
Yes. We'll get the belt to Austria.
Yeah? Okay, so österreichische Champion. So we will see.
Dann Frage an Arjan Topalay. Arjan, du warst in deiner
A question for Arjan Topalay. You have been famous for pacing up towards the end in your career, and I think that we saw it in your last fight. So tactically, it was a bit different. So have you changed something in your game plans compared to your previous fights? Well, when I started with MMA, my professional career, all my fights were almost going to the end. So I have 7-0. I have collected a lot of experience. And for my losses, I also learned. I learned that I can't give my all from the first second. I have to be a bit more patient. So in the last fight, we have specifically spoken about this with my coach, that I am not going to go for the finish straight away. And I will try to drag it 2 more rounds. But of course, I'm trying to find the middle ground there, and I do still want to finish. But if it's not going to be finish, I'm also going to keep calm. But if it's going to be a finish, I'm going to be happy. A question for Mago MACHAEV. It seems that the styles of you and Nico, if you know each other so well, if you're both so experienced, do you think you want to try something new? Well, definitely. I have taken the preparation so seriously. It is, after all, a title fight. So I did give a lot, and I still have an ace up my sleeve. And the same question for Nico. You are very defined fighters in many areas. So what do you think about tomorrow? How is it going to go? You have more of a reach. So how are you going to finish or beat Mago? Well, really, there's so many areas where I excel. I'm really good in striking. I think that when we get to the cage tomorrow, he will feel what my strengths are. Then I have a question for Emilio Kisua. Your opponent is a boxer. In the last fight, he showed more of a grappling. So what do you think? Are you going to react more? Have you prepared for the boxing of his? Well, I'm ready for anything, to be honest. If he wants to stay with the striking, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for anything. I can beat him in any area. Is he the toughest fighter in your career? I think so. 2-3 years ago, I looked at the divisions, and I didn't expect that our paths would cross. So that's why I think it will be a really tough bout tomorrow. And Jorik, what do you think? What do you think about Emilio? Is he a tough fighter? What makes him so specific?
Der Kampf ist allein aus dem Grund spezial, weil halt bisher schon ungeschlagen ist.
Just for this reason alone, this is a unique fight because he is unbeaten. I think that thanks to that, I was able to prep for him in a very interesting way. Question for Arjan Topalay. We know that you're a very dangerous fighter in the first round, so do you think we'll see a new version of you that's more calculated, and that this new version might even be more dangerous than the old one because you're not gonna go crazy right off the bat? Yeah, I think so. I think that if I can keep my emotions on a tight leash, and if I don't go into it too hard, and if I keep control, that will make me more dangerous than previously. And that's why I'm excited for tomorrow. You worked specifically on starting out more calmly? What does that mean? I mean, if I have the opportunity to get some punches in the first 10 to 20 seconds, then of course, yeah, I'll take the opportunity. Lazar, you and your opponent have about 20 kilos in between of a difference. So is there going to be an advantage or a disadvantage? I don't know. I've always been lighter ever since I've been in the heavyweight division. We'll see. I don't think it'll play a huge role. It's nothing new for me. And as far as energy, how are you feeling? Are you energetic and not having to cut so much weight? Yeah, I'm feeling great. I was kind of bored, to be honest. There was nothing for me to do with no huge weight cut because all the others were just like focused on cutting weight, and I was just like walking around the hotel thinking to myself, what now? I just have to keep myself busy until Saturday night. Last question for Alex Popek. You accepted this fight 4 days before the tournament itself. Munich isn't that far from Stuttgart, your hometown, of course. And I know you don't want to get ahead of yourselves, but what do you want to face next after tomorrow's fight? Well, of course, tomorrow's fight is the most important thing in my head, and I'm expecting the Stuttgart fans to give me a lot of support, and then we'll see interesting stuff.
Zurück zu Margot.
I'll take it back to Margot. You are a huge favorite in this fight. Does that make a difference for you? Do you see yourself as the favorite? Do you think as far as the betting odds? I'm always the favorite as far as the betting odds. Almost every single time. Alina and Alex. I think that many people are going to be looking forward to your fight specifically. As far as the Fantasy League, we've seen interest. So how excited are you?
Du meinst, weil wir beide von den Fans als Favorites gesehen werden, oder?
Genau.
Do you think because we're favorites in the Fantasy League? Yeah, as far as the Fantasy League and the betting odds. I mean, it's great when the fans respect your work, respect you as a fighter, because we try to give them the best. So we're glad.
Ja, also ich kann mich dem nur anschließen. Natürlich ist es immer schön zu sehen.
I can only confirm.
Diesen Support von den
It's great to see that we have support, that the fans support us. It's nice to see that they like us and that they are in our court. And I think they'll be happy with tomorrow.
Ich habe noch eine Frage an Lazar Todev. Lazar, du hast vor kurzem
Question for Lazar.
gegen einen Ex-UFC-Kämpfer kämpfst. Das ist sozusagen Zufall. Aber du meintest auch...
Some people were saying that it's by chance that you're fighting an ex-UFC fighter, but you also said that it's hard to find matchups for you in the heavyweight division because a lot of people don't want to take you on. A lot of people don't understand that. Can you explain why it's so difficult to find you an opponent? That's a good question. Martin Buday, he lost, so I can't face him off anytime soon. It's very hard to make a fight happen, so I don't know who's left over for me. Is there anybody who has been challenging me, who would like to challenge me? Is that my only option? I'm not sure. But as far as I got the offer, or as far as I gave an offer, nobody accepted.
Ich hätte eine Frage an Lazar. Lazar, morgen der Kampf.
Another question for Lazar. Do you think that tomorrow you will make a statement in the cage? And do you think that after you will be able to go for the title again? That's an interesting question. I am defending my position as the #1 heavyweight in Octagon, but I think this is a question for the promoters and also a question for Will Fleury because he's the superstar at Octagon right now. So that's a question you better ask him. Where does he want to fight? Where does he want to defend his title? If I'd have to wait too long for a title shot, it's not an option because I want to be an active fighter and I want to keep on fighting. So yeah, we'll see. And I don't want to wait for a title shot. That's all I'll say.
Im Interview hat dein Trainer, der Peter, gesagt, dass
Ariane, in an interview, your coach, Peter, said that you were working with some of your emotion handling because you always have a lot of emotion coming into a fight. Is this the third time you've asked me the same question? I don't know. We'll see tomorrow. That's all I have to say.
Ariane, can you tell us something about emotions?
Ich hätte noch eine Frage an die Alina. Alina, morgen der Kampf zu Hause.
Question for Alina. Tomorrow you'll be fighting at home. Is it the same feeling that you had the first time fighting, or do you feel different coming back here? I think ever since the beginning, as part of my pro career, I've been quite relaxed. Nothing has changed, not much has changed, and I spent the whole day talking about it because I've been thinking, yay, tomorrow we're gonna get to fight. Sorry, I kept thinking, today we get to fight, and then I realized, oh, the fight's not until tomorrow, and then I was disappointed because that's how excited I am to get in the cage. And I feel like I've been getting to know Octagon more and more, and then I feel better and better. Question for Mago. Mago, we all know your explosive fighting style. It's full of surprises, so are you prepped well, and what do you see as Nico's weaknesses? As I said, I took prep really seriously. I'm a very dynamic fighter, and I'll go into it head first. It'll be a dynamic fight, but I'll be going for the finish. Nico, question for you. You are a big BJJ talent, and Mago has never been finished inside the cage. So what are you gonna do tomorrow? Well, I'll go for the finish.
That's it? Okay, so if nobody wants to ask Ariane about his emotions, then then this is it. And we will do the Staredowns. So give us 2 minutes and we will do the Staredowns.
World champions and their emotional stories. An electric atmosphere. An unforgettable experience. OKTAGON MMA.
Set and ready for the final Staredowns ahead of tomorrow night's OKTAGON 83 in Stuttgart. First of all, let's welcome one part of our YouTube free prelim. 28 years of age, representing Team Fish Tank, 4 wins, 4 finishes. Little Red, Nathan Hayward. And let's welcome his opponent, 29 years of age, from Stuttgart, Germany, undefeated 5-0, the Wolf, Harun Kurz. Hayward versus Kurt kicks us off tomorrow night right here in Stuttgart, OKTAGON 83. Let's go, bro. Next up, a lightweight contest. Let's welcome 27 years of age from Berlin, Germany. 6 wins, 6 finishes. The lightweight gorilla, Ahmad Halimsun. Taking on a man from the Czech Republic with 18 wins, 12 finishes. The king of the north, Jan Malak. This lightweight contest goes down tomorrow night. Halimsun versus Malak. From the lightweights, we move to the bantamweights. We welcome a man making his OKTAGON debut from Kazakhstan, a champion of 2 Kazakh promotions. Let's welcome now Dastan Amangeldi. Taking on a 31-year-old from Brazil with 18 wins, 13 finishes. Let's welcome Vanderlei Mexicano Jr. Brazil versus Kazakhstan tomorrow night. Vanderlei Jr. versus Dastan Amangeldi. Next up, the ladies take center stage. Let's welcome the German Gypsy representing Team Syndicate MMA, Katarina Lena. Taking on from the Czech Republic, the UFC veteran Lucy Pudilova. This to see who moves forward in the bantamweight division. Lena versus Pudilova tomorrow night. Our feature bout of the preliminary card is this middleweight contest. 17 fights between them. They have never used the judges in any of those battles. Let's welcome first from Ireland, making his debut 5-0, Brian Manning. Taking on a man from Stuttgart here, 8 wins, 8 finishes, 7 knockouts, 1 submission, Daniel Schwind. Ireland versus Germany tomorrow night right here in Stuttgart. Schwind versus Manning, OKTAGON 83.
The best performance, vicious and violent and domination. Let's go.
There we go. Next up, we move to our main card. Kicking us off in the main card, we welcome a man from Mexico City, the most experienced fighter on the card, who owns 2 titles from that very country. Let's welcome Marco La Rocca El Pedillo. Taking on the man representing Planet Eater Gym, 8 wins, 7 finishes, the Albanian Eagle, Arian Topalai. This fight kicks off our main card. Give it up one more time. El Pedillo versus Arian Topalai. We have 5 undefeated fighters on the card tomorrow night. Next up is one of them representing Honduras, 7-0 as a pro, Jesus Samuel Chavarria. Taking on the man from Munich, 13 finishes on his record, Ironside Alexander Popek. Can this fight steal the show? Honduras versus Germany, Chavarria versus Popek. Next up, light heavyweight action. We're gonna welcome now the 32-year-old from Paris, France, 7 wins on his record already, Yorick Montagnac. Taking on the 7-0 undefeated man representing Planet Eater Gym, Emilio the Sniper Kisua. What a fight. Give it one more time. Yorick Montagnac versus Emilio Kisua. From light heavyweights, we move to the heavyweight division. Making his debut for Octagon, UFC veteran with 16 wins, 14 finishes, 12 by way of knockout, Josh Parisian. He will be taking on the former 2-time Octagon challenger, the #1 ranked heavyweight in the division, the Punisher, Lazar Todev.
Don't be that emotional.
I'm an emotional guy.
Don't be that emotional. This can be very this can be very dangerous. Believe me.
Heavyweight havoc tomorrow night right here in Stuttgart. Parisian versus Todev. What a fight. Next, we jump back to the female bantamweight division, our co-main event. We're welcoming, making her Octagon debut from Poland with 5 wins, 4 submissions on that record, Karolina Sobek. Taking on the 25-year-old rising star here in Germany. This will be her 5th fight in 12 months, returning to where her pro career began. Alina Iron Fist Dalaslan. Poland versus Germany, Sobek versus Dalaslan, Octagon 83. Just one more bit of action. This for featherweight gold. The vacant featherweight title will have a new home tomorrow night. Let's welcome from the first, the #2 ranked featherweight in Octagon, Mohamed the Beast Machaev. Taking on the #1 ranked fighter in the featherweight division here in Octagon, representing Berlin by way of Georgia, One Love, Nico Samsonidze. The featherweight belt will have a new home. Will it be Austria? Will it be Germany? Will it be Machaev? Will it be Nico Samsonidze? There we go, job done. Octagon 83 goes down tomorrow night. Join us live, RTL Plus or octagon.tv tomorrow night. Octagon is back to rock Stuttgart once again. A blockbuster title fight for the vacant featherweight belt. On home soil, the #1 featherweight contender and world number 61 Nico Samsonidse looks to join the ranks of Octagon Kings. A versatile fighter who's finished 11 of his 12 wins inside the distance. And he's looking for the biggest victory of his career against MACHAEV. At just 26 years old, this Austrian super talent destroys everything in his path. With his relentless pressure, he plans to take out Samsonidse and to become the first ever Austrian Octagon champion. A clash of MMA princesses. Undefeated Alina Dalaslan, Germany's biggest rising star, faces off against the Polish prospect and multiple-time champion of 2 amateur organizations, Karolina Sobek. 2-time title challenger and world number 69 Lazar Todev begins another march towards a championship fight. After Barboza, he now takes on another UFC veteran, the feared finisher, Josh Parisian. A battle for position in the light heavyweight rankings. Undefeated UAE Warriors champion Emilio Kisua has crushed all 7 of his opponents. Standing in his way is Yorick Montagnac, with wins over former champion Langer and current title contender Squall, who he finished in just 38 seconds. Germany's top light heavyweight and division #1 Popek is already number 52 in the world rankings. Just 4 days before the event, he accepted a fight with Samuel Chavarria. The Honduran prospect is riding a 7-fight win streak and remains unbeaten. Will Popek be the first man to take him down? Also on the card, lightweight executioner, the Albanian Eagle Arian Topalai. With 7 first-round wins, takes on the seasoned champion of 2 Mexican organizations, Marco La Roca El Pidillo, a veteran of 37 MMA fights. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Octagon 83, Samsonidse versus MACHAEV. Buy the pay-per-view wherever you are and enjoy the entire event from the front row on octagon.tv.
Water?